Once upon a time in the heart of Mashonaland there were two worlds that existed side by side. One atop a magnificent hill, a world of gold where the king's palace shimmered like a beacon, and the other, a humble village nestled at the foot of the hill, a world of grit where life was both tough and beautiful. Our story starts with Princess Toriro. Now, Toriro wasn't your typical princess.
Oh no.
While other princesses dreamed of fancy balls and royal suitors, she yearned for a life less ordinary. She would sneak out of the palace, shedding her royal robes for simpler clothes, and spend her days frolicking with the village kids, playing hopscotch barefoot in the dust. One day, while fetching water from the sparkling river that flowed below the hill, Toriro accidentally dropped her clay pot. It tumbled down, and with a sickening sound it shattered into 1,000 pieces. And there she stood, the princess in disguise, with nothing but a broken pot and a pounding heart. Suddenly a kind hand touched her shoulder. She turned around and saw a handsome village boy, Tawanda, with a gentle smile and eyes as deep as the river itself. Tawanda, who had been carving a wooden pot for the mysterious girl he'd met, handed it over to her. Their fingers met for a fleeting moment, and a shy smile bloomed on Toriro's face. In that instant, something wonderful began to grow between them. They started meeting in secret, under the shade of a giant fig tree, sometimes by the soft glow of the moon. They shared dreams, laughter, and the occasional stolen kiss. There were days when they worked side by side in the fields, planting seeds of hope and love as the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and purple. For a while, they were the happiest people in the world, or at least their little piece of it. But as the saying goes, even the river cannot hide the flow of love forever. One day, a royal soldier spotted Toriro leaving the village. He quickly reported this to the king, who, upon hearing this shocking news, marched straight to the riverbank, determined to find out the truth. There he found his daughter, tears streaming down her face. As she confessed her undying love for Tawanda, the king's heart broke. He brought her back to the palace, not as a princess, but as a weeping child. In a desperate attempt to end the charade, the king summoned Tawanda to his court. He offered him a choice: leave Toriro and live a life of luxury, or leave with her and face exile. Tawanda, though scared, stood his ground. He had no gold to offer the king, but he had something far more precious, a heart that knew no fear when it came to love. Touched by his bravery, the villagers rose up, walking towards the palace gates, their voices rising in a powerful chant. They carried baskets of food, musical instruments, and, most importantly, their hands held high in unity, symbolizing their support for the young couple. The king, moved by the spirit of the people, realized that love had indeed triumphed over all, and so he gave his blessing for the wedding to take place. Oh, what a wedding it was! It was held at the riverbank, where two worlds came together in perfect harmony. The bride wore a beautiful white gown, a symbol of her former life, while the groom, well, he looked dashing as ever in his traditional village attire. There were dancers and drummers, laughter and joy, and most of all, two people deeply in love. As the sun set, casting long shadows on the river, Tawanda and Toriro stood hand in hand, gazing into each other's eyes. Doves flew into the twilight sky, carrying with them the message of their love to the entire world. And so, my friends, love crossed the river that day, uniting not just to hearts, but to worlds. Because when love is true, it doesn't walk alone. It rises with the people. Black the End.